guys, Tyler here. Welcome to the Shadow Sniper channel. I don't really have any gun porn to show you right now. Here, look. Here's the barrel to my 12 gauge again. So I'm sitting here watching videos on YouTube, and I'm actually watching them with a purpose. See, today I sold my Winchester Model 94 3030. And I just had a conversation the other day with one of my friends about that, and he said, you know, the problem with trying to sell a Winchester 94 3030 is you can't get anything out of them. And that's very true. It's really hard to get anything out of them. But on average, used, you can sell them for about $300, which is what I sold mine for. If you have one of the old ones, pre-1964, I believe it is, with the saddle ring on the side, those can go for $1,000. So if you got Granddaddy's old 3030 laying around somewhere, you might want to check it out. But the reason I wanted to sell it, first of all, when I bought it, I had a very specific purpose in mind, and that was it was going to be my walking through the woods deer rifle. Where I hunt in the mountains here. It's at the top of the mountain chain, the Allegheny Mountains. Sorry, guys, hiccups. And it's pasture land for cattle, and it has been for years and years and years. So the tops of the mountains are all open sod, and then there's woods down off the top a little bit. So I wanted a gun that I could carry that would be light and fast in the woods. Well, the problem is that all the deer that I've ever killed, I killed in the sod with a scoped bolt action with my 243. And so every year I take two guns hunting, my 3030 and my 243. Every year I spend at least a day, sometimes two, beating the brush carrying a 3030. Every year that I kill a deer, it's with the 243 in the sod. So finally just kind of like, why am I even keeping this gun? So I sold it because for $300 that I got off that gun, I'm going to turn around and buy a subcompact pistol. As most of you know, my everyday carry gun is a full-size Smith & Wesson M&P 9mm, which is great. It's a great gun. I love it. It shoots awesome. If you get one, I highly recommend that you get the Apex Duty Carry Action something kit, whatever it's called, the DCAEK kit made by Apex. Get that; it's worth it. It's really worth the money, and it makes your trigger way better. The reset, it actually doesn't help the reset all that much. A lot of people complain about the reset on them, but it does. It's a good gun. The problem is that it's a full-size gun still. I mean, full-size. You know, it's a double-stack magazine, full-size grip, full-size barrel. Like, it's a big, honking gun. So, when I'm around the house, like, when I wake up in the morning and I'm just wearing sweatpants or whatever, or, you know, in the evening if I change into sweatpants out of my jeans, I kind of have to just carry it around the house with me if I want to carry a gun. So I want to get something that I can carry in the pocket of my sweatpants. And I've talked about this before, I'm sure, in a video. So what I'm looking at actually is a kel-tec PF9, which is exactly the kind of gun that I would usually hate. I don't like small handguns because I like to be able to get a full-on grip on them. That's why I carried a 1911 and why I now carry this M&P 9mm. I don't usually like quote-unquote, sorry about that, guys, messages coming in, quote-unquote budget firearms. I don't really like. I'm not a fan of buying the cheapest option out there. I mean, I've got an aim point on my AR, you know, and I'm not a frontline soldier. It's not like I need that, but when I buy something, I want to know that it's quality and it's going to last me. I don't like to buy stuff that's crap. But I do always say that you should buy something that's going to fit your role, and it's kind of been a process getting there. But like when my friends ask me advice about gun parts and stuff, and they say, "What do you know about X brand or X company, or what do you know about this particular piece of gear?" I'll say, "Look, it's $30, made in China. It's probably not made as well as some of the other stuff that you could get here that's made in America. But that stuff's going to cost you $200 or $300. This is going to cost you $30 for what you need it for. Go for it, you know." And it's that kind of deal with this pistol. I'm not looking for a new everyday carry gun. Now, do I still want it to be reliable? Yes. And from everything that I've seen in my research, the kel-tec PF9s now, anyway, are pretty reliable. They're not fancy. They're no frills. But that's why I'm watching these videos with a purpose. And the big thing is quality for the price. Could I get a better gun than a kel-tec PF9? Yes. Can I get a better gun than a kel-tec PF9 for the same price? No. Not that I've found anyway. If you guys know of one, please let me know. But like the Ruger LC9, which is one that I looked at, has the crappiest sights I've ever seen on a gun on it, and the trigger is crappy. And that's really the only one that's in the same wheelhouse. Now, the shield, the M&P shield, is a little bit bigger than the PF9. Not a lot, but a little bit. But it's also $150 more expensive. Whereas I can get the kel-tec PF9 for $250 to $300. Excuse me. The shield is more like $400 to $450. So it's a toss-up, really. But I'd like to know what you guys think about it. I do think that the first thing I'm going to do, I still have a bunch of 9mm in here from my last purchase from Freedom Munitions, because I bought that right before winter, and then haven't gotten out to shoot, because I shoot outdoors and it's been cold and snowy. And as awesome as it would be to go out and build my character, by shooting the cold and the snow, So, but my plan is, if I do get this, to use it hard the first couple of days, like take it out the first day and shoot a couple hundred rounds through it. I don't want to obviously burn through all my ammo, but I would like to go out the first day and put 100 to 150 rounds through it. Especially since from what I've seen in the reviews, most people say that the kel-tec PF9 has about a 100-round break-in, that you can expect a couple jams in the first 100 rounds. So, yeah. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think. Let me know if you have any recommendations. I'm always open to them. I'm also going back and forth on it, but thinking about selling the 1911 to fund other projects too. And again, like, the 1911 is a great gun, and I love it, and I've had it for a really long time, and it's got a lot of memories, a lot of sentimental value. But I just never shoot it, never carry it. Once in a great while, I'll break it out and take it to my buddy's house because he has a 1911. But I just never shoot it. And there are so many other guns that I'd like to have that I could make happen if I had the money from selling the 1911. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think about the kel-tec PF9, if you have any other recommendations. I'm trying to stay with 9mm. I don't really want to go to the 380. If I found a hugely great, amazing deal on like an LCP or some of the little kel-tec, one of the little kel-tec 380s or car 380s or something, maybe I would jump on that. But I really want to stay with 9mm. Even though I would like the smaller size of the other ones, but the kel-tec PF9 seems like a good choice to me. But that's why I made this video, to get your guys' opinions. So, I'm not out here. I never have claimed to be the all-knowing firearms self-defense expert. I know what I know, and I try to share what I know with you guys. But I learn from you as much as you learn from me, and hopefully you learn something from me. I probably learn way more from you guys than you learn from me. But anyway, guys, I really appreciate you watching my channel, the Shadow Sniper channel with no vowels, SHDWSNPR. Thanks again, and remember, this is America, and it's your freedom.